All right. And I took the opportunity to decide what I want to do here. Okay. So here is the idea behind Tough Tangle Tuesday. Oops, and Demi, let me mute. I'm getting a back. I'm getting a feedback there. All right. Whoops. Maybe you did. Then no, I can't unmute. I can only mute. Okay, there we go. All right, we got everything set. Okay. Lavender says, "Don't hit the leave button like I do." Oh, we've had too many people do that
too.
Is it a blue moon, Demi? I'm gonna have the song is now in my head. I didn't know. Okay. There are a couple of versions of that, probably.
The Elvis
anyway.
or Porky Pig?
Oh, no. I don't think there's a Porky. Is there a Porky Pig version?
Yes.
All I know is the wait. It's the Christmas song. No, that's I'll have a blue Christmas without you.
Oh, yes, that's right. I knew blue was in there somewhere.
Yeah, because I think I told the story. So I'll tell it to everybody and then you'll get a good kick. And then we'll get started for sure. So we were playing it was basically a choir concert, and they had choir members, and it was one of those I like it when they don't have people that are professional singers because it's just it's real. But the way the guy was singing it, I can't remember, and it was like a medley of popular music, Christmas music like that, and that was one of them. And all I could hear was Porky Pig, and so you're trying to play it. I was like, "Going, get out of my head, stop!" And John, my brother, was playing, and so he was way across the room, and so I text him. I'm like, "All I can hear is Porky Pig," and I think this was a rehearsal, and so he, you can see him. He's busted. He's sharing it with the person next to him. We would go to lunch during one of the rehearsals and I'll talk about these things. And so it was almost miserable trying to play through it without cracking up. Oh, it's so funny. All right. Let's see. Okay, now we'll get serious here. Let me share my screen and you can see what we're doing, but you might not be familiar with it. So and I cleaned up. I got my scanner working. Somebody made some adjustments to our network and didn't tell me. All right, so we're going to play with Crusade. Now, and my idea for Tough Tangle Tuesday was to play with tangles that are tougher on a number of levels. It could be just that has a lot of steps. This one doesn't have that many steps. It could be that it just takes a lot of focus. This one fits, into that bill a bit, or it's just plain hard. So this one I will yeah, it is eye twister tangles. I like that. I think that better than eyeball confusing. Yeah, this one can be and that's where it comes into the hard part. So let me put the link in the chat so that way you have it. And then and I'll share from mine. So we start off with a this is essentially a fragment. So this is one box. So in any one box, you're going to make a diagonal line. And then next to it, and you pick the distance, and the length, which it was so interesting, the difference that made. Don't watch Mom. She's using cheaty things.
It's a piece of paper.
That's true. It's not as cheaty of a thing if it's paper. If it's a ruler with lines and things on it, then that is different. That's going to be our differentiation. So 2 lines, on either side of that diagonal line, then kind of creating a T. So from the empty corners, I'm going to draw a line, to that last one. Allie's calling the Zentangle police. And then 2 lines from either end, going to the corresponding edges of your box. Then from that, what would have been the second step from that line, a diagonal line back to that first line that we made. And that's it. The trick is, how do you want to play with it? So let me show you, and I will put this link in the chat also. And I'm going to start up at the top. Well, actually, let's see. Yeah, I didn't do anything different from, and this is by CZT Wayne Harlow. And I didn't do anything different from his step out. But just looking at how you can play with it, and that's what we do. Is it you play with it however you want. Some people, just depending on the tangle, they might work it out, make their own step out, so that way they can, figure it out for themselves and then play with it. It's completely up to you. And I didn't say this earlier, but you can work on whatever you want with whatever you want, and it's just up to your, imagination and inspiration. But I like how Linda, in her little thumbnail here, she saw, well, yeah, it was like a solid shading of those center crosses that
Mhm.
end up getting created. And then it
Yeah.
looks like the bar going across, doesn't it? Maybe it's not. It looks like it's shaded a little lighter, but I think it's a optical illusion. And then this is nice too, where it's kind of like she's shaded. It's not necessarily every other one. She used probably more real art principles like light source and stuff. Because like I see here, these two are shaded, this one is shaded, this one is shaded. You can do that if you want, but you don't have to worry about it. You can just shade every other one. That's what a lot of us did earlier. And then, as I mentioned, it is a pretty forgiving tangle, and so you can make it just as wonky as you want. That was my aim this morning, was wonky. I have one, well, they're all a little curved, but I had one box that was wonkier than the others. But this just shows, because you can see, I mean, this cross right here, that's the center of a four square. But if you'll notice, or yeah, so here's the four square. The upper right is the same direction that 6 is, and then the lower left. So you have to alternate them if you want to have this look. Oh, that's what I'm, you know what? I think that's what I'm gonna do them all the same direction and see what happens. Just because I want to. So, it's just one of those, it's up to you. There's really only two directions that it's gonna go. It's not like some fragments that, you can turn it four ways and create, have lots of extra ways to play with it. So there we have it. Okay. Well, maybe I won't do it on a nice black tile. Oh, I probably should. Since I have it out. Except where is, oh, here we go. Okay. Well, I'm going to do it. Let me raise this up. Oh, cord. Okay. I'm just gonna do a nice straight grid, but I think I'm gonna do, okay, let's make it right to the edge. Okay, white pen. Why are we misbehaving? It's mad because I used something else last time. Which I don't know, I might do it again. Right now I'm calling Dr. Bombay. Or actually I should just grab another one and see.
I'm done.
And I should have said, you can follow either of us. Sometimes, every once in a while, I like to go rogue and do crazy things.
Yeah, mine are going to be, these are going to be like an individual one square. So it won't be this whole design,
Okay.
because it's just going to be the one square. But because I have such, I'm going around, it's going to be weird. I'm just warning people, don't follow what I'm doing.
Look at one Dr. Bombay treatment and it's working. Very exciting. And for those that don't know, just Dr. P.H. Martin's Bombay pen cleaner. We just call it Dr. Bombay because there are doctors in it and Bombay's in it. And a call on him. So I put it on a little paper towel and I just spin the tip in it. And it, for the most part, does a nice rescue of the gel pens, unless it's the case that it's just really old. This one, I think I was using it over something else. This is going to be a mistake, isn't it? No, it's not. All right, we're going to let this one, whatever it's going to do. And here are all of my other pens. I did indeed. All right, let's see if I can eyeball.
I think I should have mirrored these. Would have been more interesting.
Oh, you're doing them the same. Oh, you're doing them the same direction.
Yes, but I'm only doing one square. I could cut out a little piece of white paper and paste it over.
Oh, yeah, Charles says, and we're easily entertained. We are indeed. All right. And I said I was going to do them all the same direction, and we'll just see what happens. Well, so you could probably just change it up.
Well, I'm doing this one, mirroring it and seeing how it looks. But I already think it would make a more interesting pattern. Yes.
Okay, 2 little lines. Ooh, I'm almost thinking it works a lot nicer when you do it tiny.
Oh yeah. Well,
See?
here's what I will do. I will just white out the other line and let it
Oh,
dry and go over it. When I come back to it, I'm sure that will work.
over all of that?
Yep.
You know, it's something else I noted on the earlier one. If you leave out that last step, it kind of creates an interesting, like double-sided arrow, which is, like I said, it's just neat.
I find if I go over the lines first with the Sharpie new marker things and let it dry and then go over it with the jelly roll, it kind of really wipes it out. Or I might have to just do a really big raspberry right here.
Well, there you go. Charlotte says, just remember the pencil line, string / border are just a suggestion. Don't worry if you go right over them with your pen. That is true. Thumbs weren't in pencil. Oh, that actually looks kind of neat as a faded background.
Well, I'm going to keep going the other direction and
there you go. Yeah, and see
what happens with that when I get to it.
I might just end up doing this the same way. Yeah, but yeah, Allie says you just created a new transcending technique. I might just do this around the outside and then do it, you know, the foursquare on the inside. Just start seeing what happens.
I messed up already.
Well,
Turn
transcend
it
file
over.
with that one. Yeah, or turn it over.
How could I have done that? I can't believe myself.
That was something that in the earlier session that I thought I had thought about, but I don't think I did it. Was to start like with that step one, and just put in that initial diagonal line. If you have an idea of how you want it to look, that might be a thought. Now she's using the cheaty thing.
Yeah,
You
I'm
see,
now
it has
using
lines
a
and stuff.
real cheaty thing.
And for those that are new to us, we call anything that's a ruler. It's a joke. If they don't put rulers in our kits,
They're lost. They should have.
it goes with the eraser, the eraser conversation we had last Thursday, I think it was. Who pencils in beforehand? That's what it was, and who doesn't. Let's see. I'm gonna continue these in the same direction around the perimeter, and then that will help me decide what I want to. Because I'm thinking I might do it, where it develops that cross in the middle. And that's right. Lavender says there are no mistakes, only opportunities. I think this is an older tile. It is. It feels very rough. The pen is soaking in quite well. And it's still misbehaving a little bit. I don't know how I ended up abusing it, but I did. Going over a colored pencil or, wow, did you hear that? Somebody thinks they're very cool outside. It's nice to be able to have the windows open. No, I think I was going over. Oh, I was. White chalk pencil. I have a whole new box of these. Is it within my reach? Let's see. And nope. Wait. Nope. No, that's not any good. I have to stop taking. I need to have a set of tools here on my desk, and then ones that I take with me places. And not confuse them.
Well, I got
This.
spoiled because I've been doing the project packs on Mondays, so I don't have to take anything else with me to OPC.
Oh, yeah.
But when I taught my class Monday in the afternoon, I almost left without any pens or
Oh, no.
anything, but I grabbed a bunch and put together, and I'm leaving them together and putting new ones up by the desk so I don't have to grab them.
There you go.
again. Well, mainly because next Monday we'll need regular pens.
Yes. Oh, well, thank you, Wendy. Are you just joining? Do you need me to put the links in? Oh, okay. Oh, you did. Okay, sorry. I might have missed that, but Tarla put it in there anyway. Thank you, Tarla. Well, it's just kind of, it is interesting just doing it all the same direction. It just makes it something else. Well, not really, but it does. Yeah, it's almost like I leave myself a little escape route because I like to have that um yeah, the option. And the it's the I always get I think it's meta patterns, not meta shapes, meta patterns that show up depending on how you do it. And I'm like, I'm not necessarily, I don't know that I'm gonna see. I don't know, maybe I'll finish this and then they'll always do more. And Lavender says, "Oops, my I went rogue again. I think my muse needs detention after class." Well, I don't know if going rogue is a detention earning thing though.
Not around here. It's an it's an everyday occursion.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm all set.
That's right. Yes. As Allie says, going rogue is highly encouraged.
That's because she likes people to join her.
That's right.
She doesn't want to be the only rogue person.
Right. There's a club. They have hats. Maybe a secret handshake. I don't know. We'll have to ask.
That's a possibility.
Yeah, note to self, if I want to try something, do it just in the four square. Don't have to do all of these. So I think it is going to look neat. Especially, I think I will do that. Finish this one and then take a good look at it. Now that the pen is said, oh, I'm cooperating with you now. I
Now I'm
think it's
trying to go ahead.
Oh no, I think it's interesting having them all go the same direction. I don't really see.
I think if you fill in the inner side going the same direction, you're going to see some different patterns forming.
The inner side.
Those four plain ones you have in the middle.
Oh,
If you fill those
yeah,
in
I
the
think I
same
need to.
way, then you're
Yeah,
going to see some other. Uh,
in the same direction. I think. Yeah,
mhm.
I think I need to. Oh, the handshake is so secret that we don't even know it. Ellie says, Lavender says, "Come to the dark side. We have cookies."
I thought it was just brownies, or that's another group.
That's a different group. And ours are virtual, so there's no calories and
Yeah, don't have to worry about them.
any sugar or anything won't affect you. They're the best tasting cookies ever. Yep, yep, yep. Wait, but if you missed a step, this one you should be able to just add it in. Depending, Joyce. Joyce says my tile is headed to the transcending pile. I totally missed a step. Oh well, rogue it is. Because this one, let me just think. I mean, I guess depending on what it is, I'm feeling like, oh, like if I missed this step and I went and I put in, that second step, that would be like this. Well, you could easily go
And
back unless you
oh,
did something
yeah,
else.
but look at how neat that is.
Yeah, we could oh, see, that would be neat. Totally leave out that what would that be? Step 3. And step 3 and step 5. Okay, maybe I'll do that on the next one. Yeah, because it creates that neat arrow thing. I think that is so cool.
And when in doubt, Joyce, just put a big raspberry there.
Yeah. Or as I think she's saying, when in doubt, go rogue.
Yeah, that too. Well, I think in that. No, I don't know where I heard it. It might have been in this new project pack because I've been kind of listening. That Maria usually says, "When in doubt, aura."
Yeah. Yeah, I remember them talking about that. Like that's yeah, the thing that they say.
Or
When in doubt,
yeah, you might have
or
said
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. But being that the theme of the whole thing is auras, Lavender says, no, no auras.
Oh, my, you.
She said, close your ears.
Well, the one page that I looked at, Joyce has already done hers, and she went rogue on that one, where it's just a whole bunch of lines, and everybody that I've seen on their blog that posted it did something different than what Molly or Martha did.
Oh,
So,
well, they do encourage it.
whoa, neat! It's a floor tile.
It is.
But see, you've got these neat little um, flying things.
I have to look at it. I'm looking at it in the camera just to help my eyeballs.
These little V's on either side of the little shape that has points at both ends.
Yeah.
Yeah, on either side of that, see the V, and then
Yeah.
see the other V, the other V touching it.
Right.
If you filled those all in or shaded them in the same way, it would give a whole different look to the whole thing. Maybe.
Hmm.
Now I'm not so sure because I'm looking at the ones in the next row don't line up with
Oh
those.
yeah. Because I was thinking, oh, I could, yeah, because it's gonna overlap.
Yeah. Never mind.
Hmm. Thinking, pondering. Let's see. Get it on the. Although, don't have to just use white. Oh, there it is. Like I had my big bag of pens here. let's see, what colors do I feel like today? So I think I need something that goes over. Maybe I should get the brush tips.
I was just
Good.
thinking, we've talked before about how, when Zentangle first started out 20 years ago,
Yeah.
it was they created it with black and white and gray, shading to take away having to worry about what color should I use, what pen,
Right.
all that.
And then
Um,
here we are.
yeah, and here we are, and it's their fault too because they're using color and everything. But I actually think the method and the approach that they have, it it lessens the anxiety to do it later. You know what I mean? When you're
Yes.
all of a sudden you're free to not make any mistakes and worry about it, you don't it just opens up your mind to choose easier,
Mhm.
I think. That's
Yes.
my latest
Because I
theory.
still don't like, I mean, like the adult coloring books. If it
Right.
if I liked coloring that, I mean, I like it, but the decision thing is just too much.
Yeah,
Or
and
something.
they're too busy.
Yeah.
They're way too busy. We have
And
a gentleman that has, oh, I don't know what he has. I think he just has, not mental problems. I think he's mentally challenged, and
mhm.
he joins us on Monday afternoons, and he colors in those coloring books. And
Hmm.
he never asks anything, he seems to have perfectly fine. I he took the smashed can class that we taught,
Yeah.
and he he made decisions, but he didn't make them as fast. And I had to help him with almost every decision. You know,
Okay.
like, do you like this or do you like this? And he says, I don't know. Which one do you like best? I said, no. Which one do you like best? Yeah, it was that kind of thing.
Oh, I was having well, I don't know what thoughts I'm having. Thinking different colors, but I have all of these colors. However, seem to still gravitate to the same couple. So why do I have all of these? I don't know.
Good question.
Hmm. Ooh, that's
Trying to
pretty on there.
remember all the neat things people did this morning.
Oh, Lavender says, yeah, not for oh, not for me. Color still heightens my anxiety levels. Well, and the nice thing is that you don't have to worry about it. It's one of those still all good.
Yeah, right. You don't have to do it.
And part of me thinks you're just gonna make this all more complicated on yourself. Sure, but that's okay. No, there is something about that, and maybe it's just because, oh, this is my own coloring book type of thing, or because that we're doing it and you're saying nope, there's no mistakes and we know that, and so therefore I'm gonna
And
do
it's just a piece of paper.
right, and I'm gonna do no mistakes all over this in color. Ellie says Ellie says Lavender has to do it. We need to force her hand.
Well, see, and sometimes those things are easier when you have a group of crazy people behind you pushing you.
Right, right. She says I did use Lavender says I did use blue on day one a Project Pack 24, but it
Oh,
was not easy at all, and I didn't like the final look of it. Did you post it? You know what? I have been absent
well, you've been here.
on the Facebook, more absent than I like. It's like a comment, here and there, and then something else. I have to go back and look. I don't know. I might not color all these all the way in. But wasn't there something else, Lavender, that you did do with us with color for some reason, or was that or you know what? Maybe it was just the fragment thing that I'm trying to remember what we got your muse going with. Remembering. But at least it's one of those things where it's like, well, it's not really in the program, so I am a purist, and therefore, you
Yes.
can make something up that like that. It sounds good. Ellie says, "Oh, blah blah." That's my excuse for lots of things. Why I don't like pie.
Because she doesn't like hot fruit.
That's what I figured. I'm a purist. I like things raw. Something like that. That's the only excuse I could come up with.
Unless it's something you don't like, and then you don't like that either.
Right. So yeah, it's only cooked fruit is apparently that's all I could come up with. As to a reason. I like other sugary goodness, but I think there was something that made me think, oh, maybe that's it. That was might have been like cookies or something because I seem to avoid those. It's kind of like no. I'm healthy fruit and sugary goodness doesn't mix. No, like orange chocolate or raspberry chocolate. It's like no. Oh, so I don't know. Well, let's see. We'll see if I maybe just color these sections in. I was kind of liking just doing this little border. uh, Lavender says cobbler is the best, warmed with a big scoop of vanilla bean ice cream. I'll take the ice cream. Let's see. Well, yours is turning out so neat, Mom.
Well, I don't know about that.
I think so.
It's turning
I mean,
out.
I think it's turning out neat. Oh, I just had a thought. Hmm. They're kind of blurred together. It just kind of looks like purple. Were you just saying about this, Carla? Okay, I'm gonna at least get started on what I'm thinking. Oh my goodness, we've got 7-minute warning until it's showtime. And a plug while I'm thinking about it for what's up next, because I hopefully will get these posted tonight. It is on my website. It's gonna be my aim. Hopefully I get them posted tonight. But our next week, which is normally Tuesdays are paid classes. Next week is going to be gems, blingy things. I was thinking I should rename the series like things that shine. I don't know. That was just a thought. Rosemary said that she will be available, so that way we can have her do some demonstrating on her secrets and fun things. Always fun to practice how to make things shine. Oops. Yeah, Larry says, "Ooh, shiny things." Yeah, we probably got a number of people that, at least even in our membership club, that have not done it yet. And it's been a year. I couldn't believe it when I was going back and looking. It didn't seem like it had been that long. There are some things that we have to do on it on some sort of at least annual basis. Demi says that looks like a ceramic tile, Mom.
Oh. Oh, I'm not through messing it up yet.
Oh, it does. It looks like it could be in the center of a rotunda,
Oh, okay.
building.
Yes, in the ceiling. Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking on the floor, like a
Oh,
big floor tile.
no, I was thinking on the ceiling.
On the ceiling would be good too. Let's see. Oh yeah, Deborah says yes, yeah, or an old foyer in a 1920s building.
In other words, you're saying it has an Art Deco-y look.
Oh, okay. I picture Art Deco. See, and I'll have to do some looking. I always think of Art Deco as like curves and steps or something like that in my layman's terms.
It's like a combination of the two, I think.
Okay. Joe brought up, and I thought it was a good idea. So to start exploring it, because he thought that would be a fun, or everybody else could chime in, that might be a good focus class. Like we do steampunk.
Mm-hmm. Oh, do an art, and
Do an Art Deco inspired.
I did buy that one design book or
Oh
something
yeah,
that's
that's
all
right.
Art Deco. So
Yeah. Lavender agrees. I think that would be cool. Hmm. Charlie says count them in for Art Deco. Can
all
we call it
right.
Art Deco punk? I don't know. I'm just
Well, a lot of people, because from our comments and stuff on, uh, a lot of people tend to do things that look that way already.
okay.
They must like that style of design or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I just realized I should have maybe just done one side. Oh, that's what they make the black pen for. We go look at all of these. All right, share time. If you want to open up your webcam. All right, I've got the middle done. I think I like it. I don't know. Jury's out. Oh my gosh. Mel followed your lead, Mom, on a plate. I think, Mel, you always get extra credit for doing it on a plate. Oh,
Yeah,
Rosemary, that's gorgeous.
but hers is better.
Whoop, we got all jumbly. I don't know if I'm hearing somebody else. Nope.
They all
Oh.
moved.
Okay, yeah, so
Oops, your webcam mine has stopped.
what? Because your voice got all your voice doesn't get pixelated, but that's what it did.
Okay, it's on again.
There you're back. Okay. Oh, these are just gorgeous. Okay, keep it opening up the webcams even if you don't have it set, so that way I know kind of when we're ready. Don't want anybody's hands falling off. Well, it has stayed. Oh, nope, oh, Mel had got bumped off too. Weird. Okay. Thinking this might be it, so hold them steady. Oh, when I say that, then everybody shakes theirs. Oh, looks like I got, for the most part, everybody's as clear as can be. All right. Woo! Got them. Yay! So fun. All right, let me. This. We'll turn off ours. I'll share my screen. Not necessarily in that order. And I'll stop mine. Stop Mom's too. Wait. Oh no, it says I'm sharing. I'll stop yours, Mom.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Okay. Am I sharing? Yes, I am. Look at these. Joe, you succeeded. You said you were not going to make any straight lines. That is awesome. And look, okay. I'm like, but where's the pattern? Look at how tiny his um
Oh yes. Look at
uh what do I want to call that? That center thing.
yeah.
Because we were remarking on that earlier, because that so much, all of the dimensions. It's so interesting how it affects the overall pattern. That is so neat. Okay. And You know what, Dee Dee, you are next time I'm gonna do that. I'll get everybody waving at yeah. I need to take it yeah, a double. So smart. All right. And then Tom and Carla's. Woo! That is neat. And so Tom, you did it similar to what I was doing all the same direction. And I like yours a whole lot.
You didn't get carried away.
Yeah, that's my problem. Yeah. Yeah.
I kind of like yours though, Heather, with just the shading in the middle.
I might just leave it that way and just highlight with the white chalk pencil around the outside of that is what I was
Hmm.
kind of thinking. So yeah. I wanted to hide the center line, and so I thought, well, I'll just I didn't put little white swoosh marks on there. Just make it more shiny. But yeah, that might help. But yeah, I like Tom's colors also, Joe. It's very
Hmm.
neat, and the doodah around the outside. Now wait, oh, did somebody post it because somebody earlier did doodah around the outside? It must just call for that. Carla's, that is neat. It's sometimes depending on how you do it, it looks like it could be part of a crest or a crest. Period. An
Carlos
alley.
looks like a stained glass window,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
being so precise.
Mm-hmm. Actually, you know what? That would be fun. So do this one again and do just color it in, you know, with different colors. Just like
Hmm.
that. Oh, maybe that's what the yeah, Allie says Carlos looks like swords. Maybe that's where I got the crest thought in my head. Cause yeah, I don't know. Allie's is super neat. I am that's a nice prepped tile on top of it.
And does she have all kinds of little lines to do her shading?
Yeah,
She does. Yep.
neat.
Jen's look like she printed it out on a machine.
It's yeah,
It's
so
so
beautiful.
even.
You totally see that as a floor tile
Or
backsplash.
wallpaper.
Nope, she drew it, she says.
Yeah, right. I bet you got a ruler right next to you.
Oh. Is that the new pen markers that you got that you used for that color in the middle, Jen? It's just so nice. I always Jen's lines are always just so
I
okay.
like
That new pen.
she also use little lines to shade the one
Mm-hmm.
half of those little middle things.
Yeah.
Joyce, what happened? Nothing happened wrong with yours. What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
Yeah. What you talking about, Joyce?
Oh, well, you might be because one side goes in a little further than the other. It just don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's just normal. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah,
Just
I don't. Yeah.
consider it an exercise. That's what I always say. It's just an exercise, a mindful exercise.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so funny because it's like going, okay, I'm trying to, I see each side. Oh, well, you know what though, Joyce, if you wanted it to look, say, like Carla's, then yeah, you have to do those initial lines in the other opposite direction. But you wait, but see, like Allie did them opposite also, so it's just a different shape in the middle. It's just interesting.
Not
And
an
now look
exercise in futility.
at but you don't sweat. That's a good thing, unless it's hot outside, I suppose, or inside. Look at Jackie's. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Wow. And it's just fun to like try to find the original tangle in there.
yeah, exactly. That's what I was trying to do.
Oh, I think she kind of took your lead too in making it yeah.
Wedges, kind of, but
Where
not
I'm
as
like,
many.
"Ooh."
I
Yeah,
like I like hers better.
that's just neat. The amazing things that we can do with we
Yes.
collectively. And look at Linda's.
Yeah. I
Oh,
like how she finished
oh,
off
God.
those shapes.
Yes, with the little like little seed shapes.
Mhm. And then the curly cues on the points, that looks like that other pattern.
Manuka. Yeah. Oh, and they, yeah, and well inside, decorating inside those, and then doing them opposite gives you that,
Mhm.
I don't know what you call that look, but oh, so neat, Linda.
It started looks like Janet started making her middle shapes into flowers.
Oh,
If you look
that,
at it, you know,
yes.
and if she colors those a pastel color and finishes filling in that where's that little black square coming from?
Um,
There's like a meta pattern of X there, and I
yeah.
messed up on one, so I put in the little diamonds.
Well, you
Oh, yeah.
messed up good because that
Yeah.
looks great.
Yeah.
I'm wanting
Right
it in the
there.
rest of it. Where is, I'm thinking,
Yeah.
where?
So look right here. It's that
Hmm,
intersection. Yeah.
I
Of the
would, I would,
flowers.
I would add it to the rest and make the rest look like
Yeah.
flowers. That's beautiful because it looks like a trellis in the
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I just couldn't finish in time. And
Oh, yeah. We always have, well, it depends. We have homework. All right. What was Lavender taking off? We'll see ya. Joe's logging off. We'll see you, Joe. I'm glad that you showed up today. All right. We'll be continuing to think about you.
I'm trying to see
Real
Sharon's. What has
pretty.
she got around hers? Has she got perfing around those inner
It
shapes?
looks like it, or dashes.
Whatever it is, I like it.
I
That's
do
another
too.
one that looks, you know what that reminds me of? I mean,
Hmm.
I was thinking steampunky, but it looks like that pressed metal that they use in like construction. You know what I'm talking about? They use it for, oh, what am I thinking of?
Oh,
Like
like the.
truck beds,
Um,
I mean, boxes they put on the back of trucks and
yeah,
stuff
yeah, yeah,
because it looks so metallic.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then there's
Yeah.
Rosemary's.
Amazing.
Hers looks like a um, trivet, a three-dimensional porcelain
Yeah.
trivet.
Just amazing. Using that Zen bossing method. It just looks like it's carved out.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, like like if you're creating a stamp,
Yep.
and and Deb, glad that your work didn't interfere. That is gorgeous.
Again, see how,
Yeah.
depending on what portion of the design you color in or shade, it looks
Mm-hmm.
totally different.